This change is quiet but real. Let's talk real for a minute. Saving $5,000 doesn't sound exciting. It doesn't make you rich. It doesn't upgrade your lifestyle. You still wake up to the same job, the same bills, the same routine. So most people don't think it matters much. But here's what almost no one tells you. When you save your first $5,000, something quiet happens. Not outside. Inside. Your stress feels different. Your thoughts feel different. You feel different. There's no big moment. No celebration post. No one claps for you. But once this change starts, you can't unsee it. Money stops feeling scary all the time. Life feels a little more under control. In this video, we're going to talk about 8 real ways your life changes after you save your first $5,000. No hype. No fake motivation. Just the real stuff people don't talk about. Number 8. What you should really do next. All right, let's slow this down for a moment. Because this is the point where people either move forward or quietly fall back. When you hit $5,000, it feels good. You feel proud. You feel relieved. And your brain starts saying, "Nice, I made it." That thought feels harmless, but it's risky. Because this money is not for showing off. It's not for big moves. And it's definitely not for upgrading your lifestyle. This is where discipline matters. Your first job after saving $5,000 is simple. Protect it. Keep the money somewhere safe. Keep it easy to reach. No drama. No stress. This money is not here to grow fast. It's here to protect you. Life doesn't ask for permission before hitting you. A car problem. A medical bill. A bad month. This money is your shield. A lot of people rush to invest because they want to feel smart. They want to feel ahead. They want to feel like they're doing something. But smart people protect peace first. Growth always comes later. Always. When this money is protected, your mind stays calm. Your thoughts stay clear. Your decisions stay steady. You're not rushing. You're not reacting. You're thinking. And that calm feeling? That's not weakness. That's control. That's stability. That's the real flex. If you get this part right, everything else becomes easier. Saving feels lighter. Decisions feel clearer. Life feels more manageable. But if you rush this stage, if you treat this money like extra cash, you'll be right back where you started. And starting over is harder the second time. So take this step seriously. Protect the money. Protect the calm. Because what you do next sets the tone for everything that follows. And the next section explains the biggest mistake people make right here. Number 7, the mistake most people make here. Let me be straight with you. This is the point where most people mess everything up. They hit $5,000 and think, okay, I'm good now. They relax. They stop paying attention. At first, nothing feels wrong. They spend a little more. They eat out more often. They upgrade small things. It feels harmless. But slowly, new habits form. New expenses sneak in. And that safety they worked so hard for, it starts shrinking. No alarms. No warning signs. Then one random problem hits. A car issue. A medical bill. Something unexpected. And suddenly the stress is back. Same panic. Same pressure. Same fear. That's because $5,000 was never the finish line. It was the start. This stage is all about momentum. If you protect it, momentum grows. If you ignore it, momentum dies. And rebuilding momentum is harder than starting the first time. That's why what you do after saving $5,000 matters more than how long it took to save it. This is where patience pays off. This is where discipline matters. Most people don't fail because they can't save. They fail because they stop paying attention. Stay sharp here. Stay focused. Because this is the point where progress either compounds or quietly falls apart. And the next section explains why this stage is more important than people think. Number 6, why this is the real foundation of wealth. Most people think wealth starts with big money. Millions. Stocks. Crypto. Side hustles. That's not true. Real wealth starts with stability. Before growth, you need balance. Before risk, you need safety. $5,000 doesn't make you rich. It makes you steady. And steady people think clearly. They don't rush decisions. They don't panic when things go wrong. They don't gamble their future. This is the base everything else is built on. Without stability, growth feels stressful. Every move feels scary. Every mistake feels personal. With stability, growth feels calm. You think long-term. You don't rush into things. This is the difference between people who keep money and people who lose it again and again. Most people skip this stage. They want excitement. They want fast results. But skipping the base makes everything unstable. That's why so many people make money and then lose it. Stability is boring, but it's powerful. And once this base is set, every future decision becomes easier. You stop chasing quick wins. You start building something real. That's why this stage matters more than any investment strategy. And once this foundation is in place, something else starts to change inside you. Number 5, the confidence you feel inside. This confidence doesn't show up on your bank app, but you feel it. It shows up in small moments, in conversations, in decisions, in how you carry yourself. You don't feel desperate for overtime anymore. You don't chase approval the same way. You stop saying yes just to feel safe. You stop rushing every decision. Deep down, you know something has changed. You know this. If something goes wrong, I can handle it. That feeling is rare, and it doesn't come from income. It doesn't come from a raise. It comes from options. Options give you space. Space gives you confidence. And confidence changes how you show up in life. You walk differently. You speak more calmly. You decide with less pressure. People may not notice why, but they feel it. Once this confidence shows up, it sticks. It doesn't disappear easily. And this confidence doesn't make you reckless. It makes you thoughtful. Because when you're not scared, you make better choices. And that confidence also changes how you spend your money. Number 4, how your spending quietly changes. Let's be honest. When people feel unsafe, they spend money to feel better. Impulse buys, random shopping. I deserve this moments. Not because they're bad with money, because stress is heavy. After 5,000 something shifts, you pause before spending. Not because you're scared, because you're calm. You don't need money to fix your mood anymore. You don't buy things just to escape stress. Money stops being emotional. And emotional spending slowly fades. No strict rules. No extreme budgeting. Just clarity. You start asking simple questions. Do I really need this? Does this actually help my life? Spending becomes intentional. And when spending becomes calm, saving becomes easier without effort. That's a quiet win most people never notice. It's not exciting, but it's powerful. And as spending calms down, another big change starts happening. Number 3, why stress starts to lose its power. Let's talk about something real. Not money numbers, not budgets. Stress. Before 5,000, stress runs your life. It sits in the back of your mind all day. You wake up thinking about bills. You fall asleep thinking about problems. You're always waiting for something bad to happen. And the worst part? You don't even realize how loud that stress is until it starts to fade. After $5,000, life doesn't suddenly become easy. Bills don't disappear. Problems still show up, but emergencies stop feeling deadly. A car repair becomes annoying, not terrifying. A surprise bill becomes stressful, not panic level. A bad week feels heavy, but not crushing. Stress doesn't leave your life. It just gets quieter. And quiet stress is manageable stress. When stress is loud, you make bad choices. You rush. You overreact. You spend money just to feel okay. When stress gets quiet, something powerful happens. Your mind slows down. You think clearly. You sleep better. You breathe easier. You're not constantly in fight or flight mode anymore. That peace is hard to explain until you feel it for yourself. And once you feel it, you protect it like it's gold. Because going back to constant panic, that's not an option anymore. This is why $5,000 matters so much. Not because it fixes your life, but because it gives your mind space to breathe. And when your mind has space, everything else starts to change. And that calm leads directly to the next big shift. Number 2, the shift from survival to control. Here's a truth most people never say out loud. Before $5,000, most decisions are made from fear, not logic, not planning. Fear. You keep asking yourself questions like, what if something goes wrong? What if I need this money later? What if I mess this up? Your brain stays stuck in survival mode. Every decision feels risky. Every choice feels heavy. Even small things feel stressful. You're not choosing freely. You're reacting. After $5,000, something changes. The question shifts. Instead of asking, what if? You start asking, what makes sense? That sounds small, but it's huge. You stop reacting to life. You start choosing your moves. You don't rush anymore. You don't panic when something unexpected happens. You pause. You think. You decide. For the first time, you feel like you're in control. Not because life is perfect, but because you're prepared. And control changes everything. You stop saying yes out of fear. You stop making decisions just to survive the moment. You think long-term. You think clearly. This is the moment money stops controlling you, and you start using money with purpose. And once you feel that control, there's one final realization that hits hard. Before we move to number 1, if this video is useful for you, please subscribe to the channel and tap the bell icon for future videos. All right, let's get to number 1. Number 1, why $5,000 feels different. Let's bring it all together. Saving $1,000 helps, no doubt about it. But one problem hits, and it's gone. Car trouble, medical bill, unexpected expense, back to zero. That's why $5,000 feels different. The money stays. Even when life hits you, you're not wiped out. For the first time, your money feels strong, not fragile, not easy to break. You stop feeling like one mistake can destroy everything. And that changes how you think. You don't wake up with panic in your chest. You don't feel pressure in every decision. You finally feel safe. Not rich, not free, just safe. And safety is powerful. Safety gives you space, mental breathing room. That space changes how you think, how you decide, how you live. You don't rush anymore. You don't overreact. You handle problems instead of fearing them. That's the part nobody talks about. $5,000 doesn't just change your bank account. It changes your mind. And once your mind changes, everything else follows. That's why this number matters. That's why this moment matters. And once you experience it, you never look at money the same way again.